Hey gang, it's me, Galen. Ooh. Galen's got Parkinson's. Yeah, I have. I'm doing this sort of weird little bits and bobs about chaps rescued from eBay obscurity. Ooh, there you go. And then they had a crisis because they had all ink spilt on them. Now they're stuck to paper towels. So I covered them in some sort of rattling grime, I think it was. Some definite citadel, washy, inky shade. And then I covered them in water and I went away. And I came back last night and it was all dark and gloomy. And I got hold of him and, pardon the expression, I touched him up. I did, yeah. So, see, what the ink's done is it's left the colour of these poor herberts who were all roundly battered when I got them. But it's not taken away their identity. So like on this fella here, all I'm going to do is get the black paint and I'm going to go over where he is chipped. This is where, and if anyone else has wobbly hands and you sort of doubt these things, this is a brilliant piece of kit. Again, this is a Citadel one. I suspect there are others on the market, but now my wobbly hands are irrelevant because he's over there. He's not wobbly. So I can maneuver this to see what I can see. And to be honest, I think he's looking quite good. On the other one, I've sort of brightened bits and fiddled it a bit more. But this one, I don't think I'm gonna, because he's a roguey, dirty dog, and he does still look like a roguey, dirty dog. So I'm going to use a really thin brush so that I can't really make any mistakes. It's frustrating a bit because it takes far longer than if you used a big brush and whacked it on all over. But them days are gone. I can't use a big brush. So that's him, really. That's it. Just got rid of all of the mistakes, cracks, chips, biffs. And he ain't got many more. He's got some really nice yellow round lines there on his sort of Elizabethan type trousers. What I might do, not with that, I'm looking for some leather. I've got some leather somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Deep brown leather, light. Oh. And I'm going to use just a tiny amount of this. Just simply to hit the top of this pack. The idea being that it will trick you into thinking the figure's painted, where in actual fact it's only him. It's only that bit. And now I'm going to get excited. Now I've got brave. There's a quite pronounced leather strap there. Well, I've not painted the whole strap. There are gaps, but it's where the light's hitting it. There it is, like that. Like his sleeves are very dark red, but they're not chipped or anything. So I don't really think I need to do very much there. I think I said on yesterday's video, this is how I got sort of the confidence to get back into painting. When I was told I had Parkinson's, I don't know if I mentioned that. Have I mentioned that I have Parkinson's disease? I think, oh my God, here he goes again. Shut up about it. You big baby. Yeah, I know. I stopped painting. I stopped doing lots of stuff. Because it was all that people told me I couldn't. And I believed them. And then I found I was tidying up. I was seriously thinking about throwing things away and selling them. Because I thought, well, they're no use to me anymore. But I'll have a last look. Just have a little final look at my babies. And I found some squats from my big squat army of the Holden days. And they survived quite well, really. But there were occasional bits and bobs. One of them had a green helmet on and the paint chipped off. And I thought, you know what? I might be able to just put a little blob of green on that hat. Bring it back to shipshape and Bristol fashion. And I right enjoyed it. I mean, really enjoyed it. As much as painting, I'm going to say as much as painting like I used to. I would maybe say more than. Because now I'm concentrating more on, firstly, I appreciate the joy of what I'm doing. And secondly, I'm looking for sort of tiny little specific things. I'm not trying to paint 60 men and get them on a battlefield, because there's a time imperative. I'm just doing what I like doing, and sometimes I only do one figure. Sometimes I do a few. I mean, I put two there side by side. I'm quite pleased with that. I don't only have 7 minutes of this video. He said, oh my word, it feels like it was longer. I know. But here's another chap who doesn't look to, he's got a lovely base. Whoever made these bases, fair play to you, because it wasn't me. And again, looking at him, I mean, to be honest, there's not a lot he needs doing there. I'll maybe do something to the gun, but I don't know. I'm quite happy with that. There are some little chippy bits of hair I could mess with. Oh, see, this is the thinking. I do a lot of thinking. I don't do a lot of doing. No, I'm going to leave him. What's the other one done? See? Not like these fellas. I've got some lads like these in my hardest army. But, I mean, they were advertised as being pirates. They don't look very piratical to me. And again, they're scuff bags. They look rough. And I want them to look rough. You know, the ink has taken away a lot of the mistakes, really. No, I'm leaving him as well. That's another one done. I've done two. It's like world record painting. This fella is similar to that one. So let's have a look at him, because I might be getting through 3 in a minute. Maybe a bit of hair to touch up. Generally, so yeah, I think it's his hair. So I'm not messing with him intrinsically. Just gonna do the hair. Do the hair. hair today, bald tomorrow. I think I've done it. Yeah, I have. Wow. Just one thing I could do. See, the other thing now, because I'm doing such a small amount of stuff, I can begin to have a little sneaky bit of fun with it. For example, I can, because he's got that metally, tubey thing on his gun. See how technical I get? If I use rust, I've got quite into using rust in some of these places. I have a suggestion that he doesn't care for his weapon as much as some of his more important Western naval type dudes. Now, these three fellas here that are coming up, these need a bit more doing to them. And I've already gone over 10 minutes, so again, I don't want to. But I like his. I think I'm going to improve his hat. Let's do that first of all. His hat. So I'm going to look at his hat. And the way I'm going to improve his hat is with a very bright red, a very thin brush, and I'm just going to, in the short run, hide the mistakes. If I'm not careful and I make a mistake now, what I'm going to do is end up having to improve something else, like, I don't know, maybe the hair, maybe the face, maybe the body, the jacket. So I need to be careful at this point. Yep. So that lifts the whole figure, really. I'm going to definitely, having done that, lighten his face. Again, nice light foundry colour. Keep your hands steady. Little dink on the nose. Little dink on the chin. Yeah, that's a beard. That's a beard. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find some orange. I'm going to give him, whoops, a ginger beard. So I'm still leaving the colour that the previous painter put on. As a undercoat. But I am now adding orange. Yeah. Now I'll do a medium orange on top of the dark. I'm only looking to highlight things because you can see my hands shaking. I don't want to point it out. as I've been saying, this lad, he's not nice. He's not a nice lad. So I'm not spending a lot of time on him because he's a naughty boy. And I've got brand new, hot off the press, orange light. And I'm going to use this to just touch the very edges like that. Get rid of that. There's some of the orangey beardy stuff has gone onto the flesh, so just go to a different flesh and mess with that, put it right. Since I've got the flesh out, last thing I'm going to do some fingers. That thumb is getting tricky now. There. I think that might be all I need to do. Back of the hand, that's probably where the thumb was supposed to be. And so, that's me done. I've done 6 figures in total, 1 last night and 5 while I've been watching here with you. And yeah, they're rough, but they're meant to be rough. They're rough, they're pirates. That's what pirates are, by definition. So, by using the pre-painted, if you like, models from eBay, and then saying, yeah, well, the mood, the model, the lifestyle of these men is like this, rough, ready, posh. You can then adapt how you paint them, and that's nice for me doing this game, this pirate game, because this is a group of 8, and I'll know just instantly looking at them, because they're scruffy Herberts. They're the worst ones, and the sailors will be painted a bit better, and the chosen inner circle will be painted even better. So just at a glance, I don't need to put stickers on them, I don't need to do anything. I'll just know straight away who belongs to what class of pirate. And so, you know what I'm going to say. Yeah, I very rarely say it to you in this angle. Are you ready? Ta-da, joke.